Okay, so today I'm going to do some digital double exposures, or a single double exposure, using this photo here of my beautiful friend Celine. We took some headshots back in August, and this is one of them, and it's perfect for what I want to do. So, getting started, you're going to need an image kind of like this, for this particular style of double exposure anyway. And then secondly, you're also going to need something like this. I may include it as a downloadable file so that if you've got, say, you have something like this but I don't have anything like this, then I might just put a small JPEG link down the bottom, so that you can download it and use it and show me what you come up with if you do come up with anything. So yeah, so first thing I'm going to do is get rid of this and this, and I'm going to do that by pressing F because it gives us a bigger space to work with. And I'm going to go one step further and I'm going to press F again, and that gives us this screen. That gives us even more room to work with. You get the rest of the stuff back by pressing Shift. Magic. Voila. Okay, so first off we're going to start by copying this background layer, and that just means anything that we do to this new layer we can always go back to the beginning. Secondly, what we're going to do, if we just switch this one on, is we're going to right click this and go down here to rasterize it, and that's going to let us edit that later on. So we're going to take this layer and we are going to move it below this copy, and we're going to switch it on down there, and then we're going to copy it. Okay, so next we're going to click back onto this layer of your subject, and we're going to go down to Lighten, and that's going to give us this. So from here what we're going to do is just zoom out a little bit. I'm using, by the way, a Wacom Bamboo pen and touch. So we need to click on the underneath the second layer and then go back to this the move tool and then click on the box. So we do this and then yeah, so basically it means that we can keep track of it and it's not going to do anything weird. And yeah, so we're just gonna put the photo somewhere where it looks good. Ooh, I actually really like that. Kind of like she's wearing the grass. Ooh. Yeah, I quite like that, I think. Zoom in a bit. Right. Let's double click on that. And that's going to transform it. Good. Is it going to... Come on. Cool. Alright. So, good stuff. And yeah, that kind of works. I think it's quite dreamy. Right, so from here, what are we going to do? Well, I love this bit's great, and I quite like this as well. Is that eye a problem? Should we try and move it up just a little bit? Is that better? That might be better. Yeah, okay. Cool. Perfect. Right, so from here, what we're going to do is switch this off a minute. This layer, the second layer, is unedited as it stands. Straight from the camera, straight in JPEG. I took them in Scotland in earlier this year, and yeah, I haven't done anything with them yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this back on, but with this clipped, I'm going to go up to curves, just see if we can't spice that up a little bit. So this curves here, because it's underneath the picture of Celine, it should, yeah, it's only going to affect the one below, but it is going to have an effect on the top photo of her, because obviously it's the top photo of her is going straight through, like we're seeing through this into the bottom layer, so it is going to make some sort of difference. And then we're going to click on this one, and again make another curves, and just it's all, other than following, you know, providing you've done this bit all right, it's all personal preference and, you know, what you're going to do next and where you're going to go with it next and stuff, and everyone's obviously going to see things differently and what they like differently and stuff. Personally, this kind of looks a bit like a shawl at the moment. I quite like that effect. So the next thing that I'm going to do is, again, I said that this layer here wasn't edited, and what I usually do with my photos, because I just think it adds something to it because I love grain, is to add a grain to them. I love that whole film look, and this is kind of supposed to be a film look anyway. This picture of Celine has already had it done to it, so I don't want to do it again to this picture, because otherwise it'll make it all, you'll just get really horrible digital artifacts, whereas if it happens on a photo that hasn't had it before, it turns out fine. So actually I'm going to go back to this screen, and from here, again, we just, with this one selected because it's the one we want, we want to filter gallery. Okay, so it's going to load up the film grain filter, and then using these settings here, we're going to decide how it's going to come out. So let's just let it load up, finish loading, and then I will zoom out. Good. Okay, so 2, 3. I usually go for around 2 for the grain, and the intensity. So I think I'm going to turn the intensity, so I don't know. Yeah, 2, 0, 3. So I'm going to press OK, or enter, sorry, and then enter again. That's going to apply the film grain. Good stuff. And then this layer, when it loads up, there we go, see? Okay, so what it's done is it's pulled lots of extra colours and stuff out that we didn't have before, which is obviously cool because, again, it's kind of a grainy look. Right. It has added a few extra artifacts here and here that we didn't have before. So I think the best way to get rid of those would be to go to this layer, bring down the opacity, good, and from there, right, we're going to put that opacity back up actually, and then we're going to copy it and then get rid of that original layer. So from there we're going to just get rid of these bits, which should hopefully work. Oops, on the wrong layer, so we need to click back onto this copy. So let's just a case of finding things. See, this doesn't look too badly, it's just the nose that I was kind of worried about. Just once more. It's basically because of that, obviously it's the colouring, because it's dark, it blends in with some of the extra bits and bobs on there. Kind of looks like she's got flamey eyes, which is cool. Cool. So, right. Background coffee. Yeah, I'm gonna take it back. I'm not sure why I made that coffee. Yeah, well anyways, at least now if we touch it, it'll be safe. Okay, so we're kind of done almost. The only other thing that I'm going to do is you can add a sort of a tint to it, and you do that by going to photo filter, and the first one that comes up is a warming filter. And if you click on this, you've got all sorts of things. That's quite nice up there, the blue and probably, but it's a bit too much. I like sepia because it's kind of got an old worldy kind of feel to it. I think I might go for that red and then bring the opacity down. .21. Shall we have a look before, after? Okay, so now we're just going to take some levels. Just mess around and see if there's... That looks cool. The only other thing I want to do is just check on these curves. Yeah, I quite like that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just to show you, I've got a button set up on my tablet that will merge the layers together. Merge the visible layers, and basically it's not going to put them all into one single layer, like there is a setting that can do that. This is just going to create a snapshot of what we see now, so that I can go down and turn the rest of these off, so that you can see what we started with and what we have now. And there you have it. A cool, different dual exposure look. Thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe.